I was a teacher before I was me. Imagine the outpouring of heart and hope set free. I didn't enjoy the early mornings, nor the endless grind, but I truly believed in it. The shaping of minds. But then that one late night became every night, and I was marking till 2 because that's what I believed a good teacher was meant to do. And then I fell pregnant, and my whole world shifted. I had a pre-booked growth scan, and there was no care and no choice because the system was louder than my voice. That hospital appointment, the school said I couldn't go. Later, my child was sick, and after one day, I asked if they would pay me, and they said no. So I burnt out, and the burnt out was slow and still like an unraveling of mist descending over a hill. And I left. I left before I disappeared, before the very thing I feared. And yes, I miss the classroom, the staff room, the laughter and joy, but what I also miss each moment of discovery with each girl and boy, but what I don't miss is the person that I became inside. I was a shadow of myself with nowhere to hide. Now, I breathe, I sleep, and I see the woman that I once was is returning to me. Friends, the world will get tough. It will get tough. And you have every right to say, enough is enough. I appreciate not everybody can or has the means to do so, but for the few, like me, sometimes the greatest strength is choosing myself and walking away. I am a mother, I'm a teacher, and I'm a doctoral researcher. And for the last 7 years, my research has looked into the experiences of women in teaching post-motherhood. We are told that education is the engine of the future, but what we are not told is that the people running the engine are silently breaking. I want to talk to you about momentum in education. Now, momentum is something that we commonly associate with something good, something positive, progress and improvement. But momentum in education is a centrifugal force, spinning teacher mothers not only out of the profession, but out of themselves. This is not an individual failing, this is a systemic design. To understand that design better, we need to meet the industrial ghost. This is a concept that was created in the 19th century to serve the needs of industrialism. Education then looked a little bit different. It was built on a factory model and ran on bells and standardization and efficiency. This industrial ghost was the ideal worker. He was at work by 8, could work all the way through till 4, and could stay later if needed. He had no caring responsibilities, he had no second shift, and he had no emotional labor. But he was a ghost. Education today looks different. 76% of teachers are women. The largest group of people leaving teaching are women aged 30 to 39, many of whom are mothers. So this begs the question, why are we judging them by his standards? Well, in my doctoral research, I used Bron von Brenner's ecological systems theory to map what was happening here. The theory is that every individual lives within a set of nested concentric circles or systems. And for a teacher mother, it might look a little bit like this. The teacher mother is the individual at the core in that microsystem. And the microsystem is these individual conversations that she has every day. It could be her up till 3 a.m. with her sick child, or it could be a conversation with her partner, or lack of one. We then have the mesosystem. Now, this is where the mother's two worlds meet. This could be the school gate, or this could be the school office, where she's asking for flexible working arrangements or a job share, but she's told that the timetable just won't stretch. Then we have the exosystem. Now, this is where the policies surround school. This is where we find maternity pay, and we find performance management. The outermost circle is the macro system. This is the policies that are written at national level that have the most influence on the rest of those interrelated circles. When that macro system is rigid and built on the standards set by the industrial ghost, the pressure pushes in, and that individual mother, with her caring responsibilities, the pressure pushes back. And the pressure builds, and over time, something has got to give. Now, the system presents this as an individual failing. But if we look at where mothers sit today, within this landscape, they are stuck in a performativity trap. On one hand, they're required to be the good mother at the school gate at 3:30, but they're failing their job. On the other hand, they are the ideal worker. They're always present and always available, but failing their child. And either way, the mother carries that burden of guilt. While society presents this as a failing, this is in fact the motherhood penalty. And it shows up everywhere, in every industry, at every level, and we see it in pay, performance, leadership, and identity. In my doctoral research, I encountered one specific mother who recounted a time that she had been up till 3 a.m. attending to her baby, that she then had to go to work and start at 8 a.m. to essentially negotiate a peace treaty between 30 warring teenagers. This woman demonstrated extraordinary relational capital and a host of enviable transferable skills. She demonstrated problem-solving, conflict resolution, and high emotional intelligence. This woman is not a glitch in the system. This woman is not a problem to be solved. The tragedy is that society still presents her as such. Society and the system is still searching for that ghost. So, how might society and the system look different? Well, my research looked to Scandinavia, where the jobs are built differently. Jobs are built around the whole human ecology. Their flexibility is built in as default, and jobs are adapted to the worker, not the other way around. Teacher mothers who burn out are not treated by yoga apps and well-being posters. So, how might we change the direction of momentum in UK schools today? Well, I would like to speak to 3 groups of people. Firstly, leaders, managers. I would like you to ask yourselves 2 questions. 1, in performance management, are you asking, are you rewarding, are you managing, are you viewing visibility or impact? Question number 2, if a mother comes to you and says that she is struggling, in your response to her, do you offer a reward or a punishment? Because if a mother says that she is struggling, the question is not, why can she not cope? The question is, what does this tell us about the way the job is designed? Secondly, I would like to speak to system designers and policy makers. You dictate that culture, that outermost ring that influences the rest of the systems. I would invite you to consider designing jobs for the whole human lifespan and accepting that at some point, everybody will have caring responsibilities. At some point, your employees might have children. Thirdly, I would like to speak to colleagues, friends, and families. Colleagues, if a mother in your workplace leaves on time, refuse to roll your eyes and accept that her working pattern is different from yours. Secondly, family. The to-do list in a mother's head is absolutely endless. Consider what can you do to alleviate some of that cognitive load. Thirdly, friends. When a mother comes to you and says that she is struggling, do not assure her that she is strong. Do not reassure her that just round the corner there's half term. Rather, consider what you might be able to take off of her plate. Each one of these small changes can change the direction of momentum in education today. So finally, we are raising children for a future that we cannot yet see. We are raising children to complete and undertake jobs that don't even exist yet. So we need to enable the people raising them to be human today. This is our chance. This is our opportunity to change the direction of momentum in education from one of extraction to one of care and humanity. Thank you.